Howdy folks, we're here with a bit of a mission today. We came across on the ferry from Kerry to Killimer on up to Kilrush, where we are this minute. There's a bit of an echo in the shed with Joe Whelan. We were here before. What, lads, even look what I'm walking past. What a fantastic collection of machinery. Main Massey Ferguson Fendt dealer. They have Honda quads, they have Kubota tractors, they have everything. They have a massive selection here of second-hand round balers. Because the last time we were here, if you remember, this whole shed was full of brand new Massey Ferguson and Whelans balers. There's only 2 ordinary balers left. There's a couple of Kverneland mowers. But look, we'll turn the camera, we'll give a look at what's in this shed first, and then we'll go down, we'll look at some of the smaller gear, and then we'll look at, there's a handsome, I think it's a 90-70 feet over in the yard. Forget about it. If I had 100 acres, I'd fill it, lads almighty above. But we'll turn the camera, we'll give a look at what's here. This is the mostly kind of new gear. There's a couple of second-hand class, and there's a second-hand, I think it's a T7 down the back, and a couple of second-hand quads. And yeah, let's turn the camera, give a look at what's here. We'll give a look at the smaller stuff then, and we'll walk around the yard. Like there must be 3, 4, yeah, there's probably is 5 acres of stuff here. Joe Whelan, Kilrush. If you see anything in the background, I might even be pointing out everything, please get on to him. And most importantly, please tell him where you saw it. Tell him you saw it here, even if you didn't see it, but tell him you saw it here. Right? We're going to turn this and we're going to get cracking. Alright guys? So, and if you haven't already, please give a like and give a subscribe. And the last video we did here got 12,000 views. Let's see, can we top that? Okay guys, before we start to the tractors, this is your Honda quads. This is the way the Honda quads come, in packaging just like this. And of course, Whelan do all the safety features now for the quads, which you'll see below. What an absolute lineup of brand new Massey Fergusons. A 6S, a 7S, 7S 165, and a 6S 165. Let's see, an M4710, she's small, look, I'm not too sure what the M means. Someone can tell me that. A Fendt baler, of course Fendt Welger became Massey Ferguson. Massey Ferguson are all part of the Fendt. Anyone that knows me at this stage, they know I have a love for the history of Massey Ferguson. We have another Massey here. I can't see what the number she is. I can't see it. A 5610 with a quickie loader. A 5445. The class. And a T7 200, they're a handsome tractor, lads. And we have 2 balers, both second hand, I would imagine, yes. Out the front, there's 3 balers. The Lily Welger here, of course, Lily Welger became the Massey Ferguson baler. Here we have a Massey Ferguson kind of a combi pack out the back. Yeah, she's very clean now. She has a bit done, there's a couple of scrapes in it, but I know it's a bit late in the year for balers, but maybe you want a baler for next year. Yokes for cleaning the cubicles, 2 hardy sprayers, all your knives and everything hanging up on the back. Let's go around here. Racking full of spare parts, fertilizer extensions, not too sure. A McConnell hedge cutter. There was an open day, there was a McConnell tour going on there a couple of weeks back, and unfortunately the closest they came to me in County Kerry was Kilkenny, but I was hoping to go, but just time didn't allow it. And in the boxes in the back, I think it's Massey Ferguson, I would imagine Massey Ferguson mowers. So if you have a Massey Ferguson mower, that's the way it comes. Nice tether. Couple of Kverneland mowers, small, medium and large. Well, what's that? Oh, that's a petrol engine, is it? I don't really know what that is, lads. There's a petrol engine on that. Some kind of a, I don't know. Or maybe what it is, probably a mower for a quad. Am I guessing? I don't know. Couple of big Kverneland mowers. She a Tanko wrapper in the back. I don't know, to be honest. She's the Tenko Colours Kubota lawnmower. Couple of more Kubotas. And a couple of second-hand and new Honda quads. They're all here for you, lads. Oh, this is the yoke inside with the engine up in the back of it. That's them. That's what we're looking at. So they're kind of finishing mowers for after your quad. Alright guys, let's go. We're going to give a look at the smaller garden stuff, because there's a fella above there hedge cutting, so we'll move away while he's there, and hopefully he'll be gone in 5 minutes and we'll come back. So let's give a look at the smaller garden stuff. Alright guys, we're here, we're inside. This is only a small fraction of what they have. Like, look at these very, very impressive Kubota lawnmowers. This is what I was telling you above about the Honda. They have all the extras, they have all the pieces. And of course here you have your Fendt pedal trike, Massey Ferguson tractor, Fendt smaller trike, and we know it's coming in December. So maybe birthday parties or something like that. Someone might want to buy one. They all have it here at Joe Whelans. Look at this, lads, I got for a quad. All your gloves, roll cages, power washers, more stuff over there. Can you see what that is? Inside the boxes, loaders, chainsaws, hedge cutters, leaf blowers, trimmers, and of course, what's the big seller now, and everyone is, of course, short in time, robot lawnmowers, helmets. I need one of them to keep my garage warm, so we might finish the Belarus. Honda lawnmowers, Honda push lawnmowers, Husqvarna lawnmowers. Actually, I never saw a Husqvarna push lawnmower before. Generators, diesel generators, petrol generators. One of these. Everyone is on about going green. A merry tiller for tilling your own little, maybe small garden at the back of the house where you can't get in with the big tractor. Maybe that's an idea for you. Do a small bit every year to last for years. Massive selection of brochures, tools. Lads above. I'll tell you one thing, there is a massive selection of stuff here. There is unbelievable stuff. And they have a complete and utter parts department to go with the tractors as well. I'm not going to go in there, they're doing a bit of a stock take at the moment. But they have everything from a needle to an anchor. And like I said to you already, they also have a place over in Innis. And they will ship, they will post, they'll do whatever you want. Following day out the gap, you'll have it 1-2 days later. Parts, whatever you want. They have a department here. It's strictly dedicated to just putting stuff out in the post. So if you want something, buy it online and they'll ship it to you. Alright, let's go up the yard and look at the second-hand balers and the new Masseys and that lovely 90, 70 feet. Alright, come on. Lads, what an opportunity. What an absolute opportunity this is. Joe Whelan's here again in Kilrush. It's not on display, not for everyone to see. This is Joe's private collection. And UNAC, UNAC. As far as I know, this is only one of 26 tractors were built. I opened a correction. Correct me if you can. If you want, please do. I think they were built in Canada. They were based on the 36 series Massey, 3630, something like that. It's a 6354 engine, same engine as the 1200 that's there. So 100 horsepower, maybe a 3130, I'm thinking, I don't know. But UNAC, they were built in Canada for the forestry industry. I nearly put money in it that this is the only one in Ireland. It was being rebuilt the last time I was here. They're doing a heap of work to it, but let's give a walk around it. Like this is possibly the rarest Massey Ferguson that I have ever seen. Okay, the Ferguson Black, but look at that for a tractor. Even look how beefy the front axles are. What it basically is two axles. She's 4-wheel steer, she's 4-wheel drive, she's crab steer, like, this is a fantastic tractor. Now, Joe Whelans themselves, they put on a pickup hitch and 3-point linkage on it, but they didn't come with it. They just came with basically a pulling point for forestry. But it basically is a Massey 6354 engine, and this is fantastic. I love that now. I love that. And of course, the Massey Ferguson 1200 becoming an absolute collector's tractor. I was talking to a fellow one time. He said, going back in the early 90s, you could buy these in the Cambridge auction over for around £4,000 or £5,000 sterling. Nobody wanted them. Nobody wanted them. I had one of them. It was in very, very rough condition. I paid about €2,000 for it. I suppose 06, 07 thereabouts. But then the recession happened and they had to get the bullet out the door. They were a lovely tractor. I never did anything with it. I stripped some of it down inside in the shed. Unfortunately, like I said, I had to sell it after. They were articulated steer. They were based on the bigger brother. Was it the 1805 and the 1505 for the American market? But these were a serious tractor. This was slow. They're only doing about 17 miles an hour. And so that thing is probably only doing about the same. But like, they were a fantastic tractor. Like, look at this. Look at that. This amount of weight. I'm not too sure of the plough. There was a special plough designed for them. And she's the tow hitch as well. I think she might be an import. There was a special hitch designed for them. A special plough, designed for them. So when you'd have the plough in the ground, it was exactly 50-50 weight distribution. I know, was it a 4-4 or a 5-4, or was it a semi-mounted? I don't know. I read that someplace one time. But lads, what a beautiful machine. But yeah, had one, sold it. I was never going to do anything with it, so I'm not kind of sorry I sold it. Now, financial wise, probably am sorry I sold it, but yeah. This is some more of the stuff they have here in Whelans. This is Joe's again. Fantastic Renault. Massey 7S180. And this, look, 35. Is she 35? Massey Ferguson 35 again. Again, these tractors done so much work in Ireland. This is Joe's own personal tractor again. They done so much work in Ireland, and it's just unbelievable. Brand new Massey Ferguson baler. Watch, low loader, ready to take that tractor out to you. Okay? Buckets, pikes, everything. Alright guys, look at this. There's a Desperate Echo, but look at all this stuff. I thought that a 5S 115, a 5S 125, a 5S 125 again, and these tractors are all here. They're all here for you. We have a 5S 135, another 135. If you want any of these tractors, they would be ready once you come in of a weekday, and they can register the tractor, and you have the money. These tractors will be ready to go out the door to you. What's this one? A 7S 180. These tractors will be ready to go out the door to you the following day. And even Joe told me himself, there's actually 2 tractors at the moment they gave out on loan because the person didn't have the tractor he wanted for about 2 weeks. But look at all these. What a fantastic lineup of stuff. Alright guys, let's go back and look at those second-hand balers. Alright guys, before we go looking at all that stuff, all that beautiful stuff, we're going to look at some of the second-hand, look at some of the new machinery. Tenko slicers, NC what? Brushes, Pro Dig, Vikings fertilizer spreaders. Actually, I have a Vikings fertilizer spreader at the moment. I got it in a bit of a deal. Malones, are they Malones? The major Cyclones. Post drivers. That's a small topper. Fleming's again, Fleming, massive company. Dribble bars. That's how your fertilizer spreader comes, if anyone is wondering. We have buckets. We have all that stuff, lads. Agitators. More buckets. More fertilizer spreaders. Yard scrapers. Bale spikes. Fleming power boxes. It's all there. There's some serious gear here. And you know what? They have everything. It's so spread out. Like, look at this. Look for a lineup with new tractors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Another shot of them here. Like, what's like a 5713, a 5713, a 6716. Can someone tell me what's the difference between the S and the M's? A 5712, a 5712, 5712, and a 5612. That's a nice clean tractor as well, lads. Oh, look at that. A 6480. That might have been here the last time. That's a beast of an animal of a thing. An 8S245. I presume that's 245 horsepower. A New Holland TM135. Front linkage, lads. There's loads of fellas are gonna. Oh, McCormick XTX180. Extra speed. The feet is there. So I'm not going to show you the feet until after, because I want you to stick around. I'll show you the feet soon. A 7610. That's a nice little tractor, lads. What year is she? 88 KE. 7610, last tax in 23. The 10 to 22. Look at this selection of loaders, hay bob, swarters, selection of Massey Ferguson loaders, a Rossmore, couple of more Rossmore loaders, couple of Tanko shear grabs, couple of sprayers, couple of second-hand mowers, a class, I don't know what the ones inside are, there's another class in further, couple of Viking fertilizer spreaders, a couple of second-hand agitators in various states. They all look to be good. NCs. I don't know what the other brand is. I'm going to give you one glimpse of that. That's it. You have to stick around, lads, if you want to see it. That's a handsome looking Fiat though. That's a big Massey 211C. I thought she was brand new. She's not. That's a nice Ford. She's a clean tractor, lads. The last time I was here, this place was full of weights. They sold them, or they cleaned them up, moved them, or they might have moved them up there. There's a heap of weights up there. I'm looking for a couple of John Deere weights. If anyone has a couple of John Deere weights for me, the older series, 3040, maybe. Trailed Major more. Kverneland. Now these are your second-hand balers. A Welger RP235. There's a heap of bales left in this baler. A Kuhn. What is she? She's a 3130. We have a Krone 155XC. We have another Welger 235. We have, oh yeah, just for the yoke for chopping. Excuse me, the yoke for chopping the straw, blow it in, the chute turns. We have a Connor wrapper, we have a Lily wrapper, and we have a Tanko wrapper. You know, she's offset to one side, you know, you can tie it on, you know, can you tie it onto the baler or not? Yeah, I don't know, we'll see. This is the big shed we were inside in. I hurt my back the other day, lads. I'm dragging my right leg. I can't lift it. Well, I can, but a couple of Massey Ferguson rake, a big Massey Ferguson tether. Presume another tether. Is it? I don't know. NC agitator. A couple of more tethers. Another tether. It's all tethers, lads. The last time I was here, now this whole wall was full, 2 and 3 deep with tethers. Actually, do you know what was over here as well? There was a Massey Ferguson trailer, and I don't see it at all. I wonder, did she get moved on? Hopefully some fella bought it, so she went to a good home. And we have a major 2,600 gallon tanker. I'll tell you one thing, they have a lot less machines than they had the last time. So we'll give one look up here. There's a shot of weights. I might want weights for myself. Might want weights for that John Deere. There's no John Deere weights. There's a couple of Massey weights, a couple of back ends off of tanks, and a Connor wrapper. Lads, they have some stuff here. They have some unbelievable stuff. There's a lovely 390 4-wheel drive over in front of the garage. I'm hoping I can get to see it. There's a gang of lads over around, and I don't want to go over there talking to you, but we might. We'll see. This is the Fiat, lads. This is a nice tractor. Fiat, I thought she was a 9070, a 7090. There's good tyres in it. There's nearly brand new tyres in it. I presume she got a coat of paint. She's kind of slightly different cab. Maybe they were the cab they had. I don't know. But she is a nice tractor, lads. She could do a bit of an extension on the exhaust. And you know what? When you see these, you automatically think Thomason. But no, she has the Fiat, and she has the Fiat badge. Watch, fair play to you by whoever you are. Jason Burke Tractor Sales and Restoration. You've done a cracking job on this tractor. Yeah, oh, she's got the European hitch, so she's an import of some sort at some stage. She's a nice tractor, lads, for someone. Alright, let's get cracking. We have a heap of stuff down the yard. That 390 is... There's a gang around it, lads. I'm not going over there, I'm sorry. Watch all this, all the new Masseys here again facing down the yard. All facing down the yard. We have another Massey 5465, she's 07. We have another Kverneland Moore, a couple of big sprayers, and we have tub feeders. We have a major 2,000 gallon tanker. We have another major 1700, and we have another major 2,600 gallon tanker, all fitted with dribble bars, Fleming trailer, and a Belmac side spreader. These are a neat yoke. I would love, I'd love a lot of stuff, lads. I would love, I can't think of the name of it. They were orange in colour. One of them, even though I have my Belarus tanker, but Howard, were they Howards? Yeah, you know the Howards, were they Howards? They were a big long Howard. They were an old yoke. No, that's not fairness. Couple of quickie loaders and a couple of Massey Ferguson loaders. I did the same thing. They're the exact same thing. So quickie obviously is owned by Adco at this stage, or not? Yeah, here's Whelans Garage. That's our details. We'll give one look over at the 390. I don't want to be talking. There'll be fellas thinking your man has gone completely queer in the head. But look at it. Couple of second-hand Kubotas, and that's your 390. That is a nice 390, lads. New seat and all it. Couple of Kverneland fertilizer spreaders. I'm not going over there. Don't even be telling me to go over there. I think I'm mad enough without going over there. Alright guys, that's kind of it. They have some amount of stuff here. That Fiat, if I was to take home something, I'd be buying the Fiat, but I'm not taking it home. I have enough now. But if you saw anything here you wanted, whether it be some of these tractors, some of those new tractors, the TM, the Fiat, the Ford, anything. Some of the second-hand stuff. There's a lovely Straussman wagon. We never looked at that over in the yard. And we just walked past it, didn't we? If you see anything, get onto the boys here, Joe Whelan in Kilrush. And just in case you are coming back, the last time I was here, Joe Whelan has an unbelievable museum. Now, I'm not too sure it's going to be open coming in for the winter or not, but give him a ring and ask him. They have the full range, full display of Massey Ferguson tractors, from the the Ferguson Brown all the way up along to the 135. There's the Gold Belly, they have the Ford Nans, they have the whole lot. Anything the Ferguson was involved in, they have them there, and they have a complete array of implements and everything that would have been used in rural Irish farming and rural Irish life, going back anything of 50, 60 years ago prior to that. Well worth calling to if you're coming, or if you're even in Clare or thinking of coming to Clare. Actually, two fellas came this morning. They drove from Wicklow to see the museum, and I would say it's well worth it. Well worth it. That's kind of it, guys. Alright, give a like, give a subscribe, and we'll see you all in the next one. Cheers, guys.